Guys, everyone that is currently on the call, I'm admitting some more people here, but if you can do me a favor and scan that QR code that you see on your screen right now, or go to voterock.com, voteroc.com for us and get your vote in today. We are in the race to win gold this year. So we would appreciate if you could be a part of that journey with us. Go ahead and submit your vote. Hey, Brian Juris, how are you?
That kid's trouble. Kick him out.
Hello, Christine Noel. Very excited to have her on our call. She's actually our newest sales executive in Gilbert, Arizona, and Chandler, covering those territories. So super excited. Linda's getting on. She's getting connected. Armand, hello. Hope you're doing good, my friend.
Thank you. Just got home last night from hospital after 6 months.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad to hear you made it home. I can't imagine the journey.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Jody. Hello. Matthew. Awesome, guys. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going to give it just a couple more. Again, if you guys are on the call right now, you can hear me prior. If you could go and scan that QR code and go to voterock.com and submit your, super easy, just check that box there for title company and click submit your ballot. And then that will massively help us stay ahead in the competition. Awesome, guys. I want to make sure I respect everyone's time today. I know everyone is super busy out there trying to hustle this market and generate some more business. And of course, I want to respect Eric's time. We're super blessed and excited to be able to have him part of our coaching session today. So he's going to talk about the compound effect and sphere marketing and things like that. So Eric, I'm going to hand it over to you. Again, we can't thank you enough for being part of this.
Of course.
And let's jump in.
Thanks for having me, guys. You know, it's good to see you. I've been friends with Shane for a long time, so it's awesome to see everybody. And maybe we'll do something in person one of these days. So I'm Eric Sachs. I'm the co-founder over at Breakthrough Broker. If I haven't talked to you before, I think it's important for you to know my background because I have a pet peeve. I had a pet peeve when I was selling, and there would be classes being taught by guys and gals up front who were trying to teach us how to sell more homes and do some business development, marketing and sales and real estate, and they'd never sold a home before. So I like to tell you, I come from real estate. I had a top producing team in Colorado, loved what I did. So I opened a brokerage, obviously not as big as you guys, but we grew to about 160 real estate agents. We were acquired by a large national franchise, didn't want to work for them. So we signed it on compete, couldn't sell real estate in Colorado for 5 years, had to figure out what the next step was and decided to start a resource for real estate agents that we wished we had when we were selling. It's called breakthroughbroker.com. We have 631,000 realtors on the platform now. Shane, we've grown a lot since we met, buddy. And the whole goal, if you've been there, you know it's easy to use. And the goal is to give you guys free content to help you build your business. You know, it's hard because as you guys are out in the field and you're trying to sell, I hate the word, by the way, are you guys sick of that word shift? Like, have we heard enough of it already? How about it's just getting kind of back to normal and we have to work hard like we used to have to work hard to make the money we want to make in this business. We're going to talk a lot today about marketing and what we have to do can you guys see my screen, by the way? What do you see on my screen?
Yes, your compound effect.
All right, good, because it did something weird when I clicked that. So it's been one of those days. So we're going to talk today about repetitive engagement. And it's the perfect time for this because we have to treat our business a little differently than we've treated it over the last couple of years as things were flying in and the industry was a little robotic. And now we're hearing and Shane and Justin, you guys tell me, I'm hearing from real estate agents all over the country they're calling us and emailing us and saying, hey, we need to do open houses again. Show me the Break the Broker content for open houses. And I need to connect with my sphere again. Maybe I need to do a newsletter so that I'm remembered by them. And are you guys hearing from agents that they're getting back to some traditional practices?
Definitely for the open houses, for sure, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've
I
seen
love
a
it.
huge increase in open houses.
So guys, we're going to talk today about a few things. And one of the things, and I hope I don't offend anybody on this call, but one of the things is I think we have to be better right now than we've been for a very long time. Our motto is be a badass real estate agent. Someone scratched out B, took a picture and sent this to me. I am a badass real estate agent. And I really truly believe that right now and for the foreseeable future, we have to be better than we've been. And we certainly have to be better than the other 9 real estate agents our sphere of influence knows. For fun, we sat with my neighbors on the back patio, drinking some beers this summer. My wife's a realtor in Denver, and we asked them we counted how many realtors they knew in their close sphere. It was 11, right? So we're in a dogfight right now. There's less transactions, there's higher interest rates. There's a lot we have to do to get the business right now, find the business. And so we just plain have to be better than we've been. I teach a class. I actually came out there and taught this class for Shane a couple of years ago, pre-pandemic, titled "I Shall Not Should on Myself," SHOULD. And I think a lot of times as realtors, we're shoulds, right? Do you guys hear that? Justin, Shane, do you guys hear that from your realtors sometimes? Man, I really should get some social media going so I stay in front of my sphere. I should do some geographic farming to this neighborhood where I've had a little bit of success. I should get a newsletter out. Do you guys hear that?
All the time.
All the time. As realtors, we're terrible shoulders. We are poor executors, right? We're going to talk a lot today about execution, especially for the next 90 days leading up to 2023. We've got to put the pedal to the metal and execute, not for deals between now and December 31st, for transactions from January 1st to April 1st. That's what we're working on right now. And so when I was doing research for that class, I found this essay, and it's titled "The Common Denominator of Success." Now, it was written in the 60s, but you can actually read this essay, and it's worth the read. But the one excerpt I love the most from the essay is this. Ian Gray says, "The secret of success of every man or woman who's ever been successful lies in the fact that he or she's formed the habits of doing things that failures don't like to do." Now, let's dissect this statement a little bit and insert top producer. The secret of success of every top producing real estate professional, coast to coast in the United States, lies in the fact that they are doing the things and creating the habits that the rest of us haven't created. And that's really important to know. Guys, being a millionaire real estate agent isn't a myth. It's not a secret either. People have written books that are truly a step-by-step guide and recipe to sell a lot of freaking homes and to make a lot of money, but we don't follow the recipe. And it's mainly because we don't execute and follow through on the things we need to do. So I want this little statement to kind of sink in, because some of the things we talk about over the next 30 minutes might feel uncomfortable. They're not wacky. They're not out of control. They might just feel uncomfortable. Picking up the phone and calling past clients, sending text messages, spending a little money on your business is not super comfortable. And we haven't had to do it for 2 years, but now we're back to doing real estate the way it's always been done. And that's marketing and hustling, right? So we're going to talk today about the cumulative effect of consistent, persistent marketing efforts via multimedia, and that's going to determine your financial outcome. We're talking about marketing this year. How many people do we have on the call right now? A couple, 40, 41, 45? Can somebody go to the chat and tell me what you do as real estate professionals? Anyone want to holler? Just go to the chat and say, what do you do as real estate professionals? or loan officers. Not really loan officer. We know what you do. What do you guys do as real estate, as realtors? Anyone want to offer up a guess? Create relationships. All right. That sounds great, Matthew. I like that. What else? Good job, Matthew. Educate, create relationships, educate. I love that too. What else do you guys do as real estate professionals? Solve their living situation problem. I like that. What else? Guys, I love these answers, but I'm going to ask a question. Okay. If you have no one to create a relationship for, if you have no one to educate, if you have no one to counsel, if you have no one to solve their living situation problems, if you have no one to be a resource to or a friend to, I love these guys. Educate, facilitate, and protect. Guys, are you seeing what I'm getting at? If you have no one to do these things for, Cindy just won, then it doesn't matter. You could tell the world you're the best negotiator in the world. You're a certified negotiation expert, and your contracts are so badass that knowing they're ironclad. But if you have no one to negotiate for, and no one to write a contract for, and no one to educate or relationship with, none of that matters. So at the very core of what we do every morning when we wake up, we are marketing ourselves. We are trying to find buyers and sellers first and foremost. We are marketers of our own business. Everything else comes secondary. Don't get me wrong. It is important to be a dialed in real estate agent. It is important to have good contracts and really good negotiation skills and be really interpersonal and be able to create great relationships. But none of it matters until first we find someone to do that for. So at its core, we are marketers, and we have to recognize that about our world. We don't find people homes. We find people first. All right. We have to find people first that want to work with us. So every morning, every night when you are done working, you need to reflect and see, what did I do today to find a buyer or a seller? What did I do today to stay top of mind with my sphere? What did I do today to try to create a conversation that might get me some business? All right. And I call it momentum, right? It's just like, you guys are sports fans, I hope. You guys have a good hockey team there. You have a football team now. And by the way, anyone find me Bronco tickets, I'll buy them from you. Find me some Bronco tickets, Bronco Raiders in Vegas. Anyway, momentum. If we can get momentum in our business, that's where you guys will start to be able to create the financial freedom that you want as a real estate agent, right? Or keep it if you're a top producer on this call. So what the heck does compound effect of repetitive engagement means? It's just a fancy term of saying the result of marketing a lot is going to create momentum, which will create your financial outcome next year. We want to be omnipresent with the people that we know. Now, guys, I talk to a ton of realtors all over the country, 637,000 realtors on our platform. I get to do this all the time. I'm in Kentucky talking to realtors this week. And I still ask agents, where do you get your business from? And even the agents that sell 400 homes a year, 200 homes a year, 100 homes a year, the overwhelming majority, 90%, get business from people they know. Now, if you sell 400 homes a year, you know a lot of people, you have a ton of past clients, but it's not a real estate marketing is not a mystery, right? We know people. It's called our sphere of influence. We market to them and tell them we are the best realtor in the world. You'd be crazy to use anyone else. And we remind them of that over and over and over. And that's where you'll start to get your business from. So we're going to talk today about texting and phone calls and Facebook and Instagram. We're going to talk about in-person contact and direct mail and all different ways of marketing ourselves to our sphere of influence. Could be a geographic farm. It could be strangers. Okay. But it has to be consistent. Guys, Do I have anyone on this call who, do I have anyone on the call that are Disney fans? Anyone? Type in the chat box. Anyone like Disney? Do you guys remember the old Disney movie Up? Anybody remember Up? Do you guys remember Doug, the dog from Up? Anyone? Come on, guys, help me out here. I know I'm on the Eastern time zone. It's way later here. Come on. Anyone remember Up? Paulette says no. Anyone else? We have 50 people on the call. No, there you go, Justin. Thank you. Ashley says great movie. So you remember the dog in Up, Doug, who chased squirrels everywhere? Might as well have been named Realtor. We have the shortest attention span of any professional in America. We tell ourselves that we want to do open houses, and we do a business plan in December, and hopefully you guys have a marketing plan. And by February, it's usually blown up. We tell ourselves we're going to do 3 open houses a month for 12 months, 36 open houses. How many do you get done before you quit? But what happens if on the 30th, you get $1 million listing? I mean, that's still high hourly wage. So what we're going to talk about today is consistency, repetitiveness. And if you keep doing that, the results build on each other. That's the compound effect. All right. So we're going to keep going. I want you guys to just be better than your competition. Now, I want to talk, I'm going to show you exact marketing strategies, like what to say to post, what to mail, what to email, what to hand out. We're going to talk exact strategies today. And you're going to tell yourself, oh man, I really should try that. You're going to say that word should a couple of times in the next 15 minutes. Now, the only reason you're saying you should do it is because you think you would make some money off of that, right? I mean, that's what a should is. A should is an activity that you really need to do to find buyers and sellers. So if we're looking at shoulds and what they cost, if you can't tell, I like talking to people. We used to do a lot of open houses until I was shoulding a lot. And Nathan would come and be like, did we get our open houses scheduled for this week? I was like, no, this weekend was tough. The kids had sports. I'll do it next week. Then what happened next week? And then the next week. So my open houses were suffering. If I did open houses 36 times in a year, I think I could get 5 buyers. That's reasonable, right? And if I think even with high interest rates, rents are so high right now that with a 5.85 interest rate, you're still probably better off than renting. Okay. So I think you should market to high-end rental areas and try to tell them to buy. And then I really think that the newsletter to your sphere of influence, if it's valuable, I think I could have gotten 10. We had a huge sphere of influence. If I did it every month and I did some other sphere marketing, I think I could get 10 transactions. But if I'm shooting those, I'm not doing them. So I'm shooting 20 transactions, right? So you guys have shoulds. You can go home tonight, write all your shoulds down, and then for that should decide how many homes you could, how many buyers or sellers you could find if you did that should clear consistently over 12 months next year, right? So for me, if my average sales price is 400,000 times 20, that's 8 million in sales, and 8 million times the average commission is 240,000 in gross commission income that I am not bringing home because I'm shooting it. I'm not doing it. So if you get nothing else out of some time with me today, I want to make sure you understand that anytime you say should or hear your mind say should, you're losing money. You're just missing out on some money, and it's hurting your business. Okay. So let's jump in and start with mindset. I like to think I've tried to be super humble and grateful all of my adult life. I try to be. That's my mindset. But I will say this. When I was selling in my market, I thought I should have 100% market share. I drove down the street and saw other people's signs and thought that those people using those other real estate agents were stupid. I was like, you're stupid. You're stupid. You shouldn't be using them. You should be using me. I truly felt like I was the best real estate agent in all of Northern Colorado. I felt that way. I had great communication skills with my clients. We always got great deals. Negotiating was on par. great customer service. My team was amazing. I always helped them out after, stayed in close contact. I thought I was the best real estate agent in the world. And that came through when I talked to people. When I talk to people, I made sure they know I thought I was the best real estate agent in the world. Now, I want you to ask yourself, have you guys ever asked yourself why you would hire you? Has anyone ever done that? I mean, it should roll off your tongue. Why would you hire you? Why do you think you're the best in the world? If you can't articulate that, then how can you expect someone else to let you help them with the largest financial transaction of your life if you don't think you're the best real estate agent in the entire world? The people you know absolutely know 9 other real estate agents. Why would they pick you over all 8 others if you don't think that they should? Right? So all of this starts here. It starts with your communications with the people in your life, right? Are you remarkable, which means worthy of note? Are your conversations badass? Do people get done talking to you and think to themselves, holy cow, Eric knows his stuff. That's amazing. Are your communications add value? What are you sending people? What are you saying on social? What are you saying at the fall back to school party when someone says, how's the market? The news says it's shifting. How do you answer those things? What are you saying? Okay, those things are really important. And I want you to be there this fall. I want you to be in your mind the best realtor in the world. Like, I still think if I got back into real estate today, everyone in my town would be stupid not to use me. Okay. I think my wife is the best realtor in Denver. I can't believe she doesn't have 6,000 closings a month. And that's how you need to think about yourself and how you do your business. How's the market? How do you answer that question? Everyone loves to ask, how's the market? How's real estate? If they know you're in real estate and you've told them and you've done your job, how's the market? A lot of times I hear from people, oh, market's good. It's good. It's okay. It's great. It's shifting. It's not as hot. It's amazing. You know, these one-word answers I hear a lot. How's the market? I want you guys to answer it a little more rehearsed. Okay. And yes, I said the word rehearse. We all think we're professionals, right? We are professionals, right, guys? Throw it in the chat. Are we professionals? I think we're professionals, but what do real professionals do? Anyone? What do pro baseball players do before a game? There you go, Matthew. What do pro baseball players do before the game? They go and they've been hitting a baseball since they were 5 and they still go to batting practice, right? Attorneys, lawyers, they practice their lead in for a trial. They practice, but what do? We hate practice. When I owned my brokerage and I tried to get my agents to do role play, how many showed up? Sometimes none. So guys, some of this mindset takes practice. Being remarkable takes practice. How's the market? How's the market? Oh my gosh. It's so twisted right now. It's crazy. Like last month, this time last year, we couldn't win a contract. It was driving me nuts, but I don't know. Do you know the Johnsons? I'm not sure if you know the Johnsons or not, but we'd been looking, we tried to find them a home last year. They were out of the market. This year we started looking again. They were sick of renting. We found their dream home, and instead of like 20 contracts, we had 3. So there were still multiple offers. It wasn't 20, but it was 3. And after some back and forth, we were able to get a little negotiation, and we actually went under contract. They have a FHA loan, and we're headed towards close. So pretty amazing. And it was for at asking price, not over, not crazy. So, I don't know. The market's different. If you're looking to sell, we got to price it right. If you're looking to buy and get back in the market, we can find something now. That's a remarkable answer. Okay. That's an answer that's been rehearsed and practiced. It's a story. We're in sales. Salespeople are great storytellers. If you don't have any stories, someone in your brokerage has stories. Go to your office meetings and listen and start to tell stories about that your colleagues have told you. How's the market? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I was at my office meeting last week, and one of my partners, Steve, he at the brokerage, he had these clients. They tried to buy last year, they couldn't buy. They lost out on like 15 offers, so they rented. Blah blah blah. You get it. Practice it. Answer it. It's the mindset. Okay, this will get you the business. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Repetitive engagement means being seen a lot. The first marketing tip I'd like you guys to try is do a CMA a day. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, that's hard work. Yes, it's a lot of work. It gets really easy after a while. One unsolicited comparative market analysis a day. To who, you ask? Anyone, friends, family, past coworkers, acquaintances, neighbors, parents on the soccer team, a CMA a day. And then you email it to them, and it's very simple dialogue. Hey, Steve, many of my friends and acquaintances have been asking me what their home was worth after we got through the pandemic, and now that there's a little market shift. So I thought I'd send a quick market analysis to most of the people I know. If you're curious what your home may sell for in today's market, take a quick look. Call me anytime if you have questions. Send. Done. CMA a day. Okay. My wife's doing this in Denver. It's the conversations I've heard her have with people that call her while we're just hanging out at night is crazy. It starts so many conversations. It's creates referrals. It creates business. It's really cool. A CMA a day, unsolicited. All right. Now we can do some direct mail. People are going to the mailboxes again. Direct mail is back. We've heard it in every corner of the country. People are using direct mail with great success. You can use direct mail with QR codes. You can create landing pages. You can get really fancy or not. You can get with Justin and Shane to talk about how to do super quick and easy direct mail on Breakthrough Broker, or you can do it with whoever else. It doesn't matter to us, but do it. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to do it strategically. Okay. I want you to think about what you're saying in your message. I want you to think about the imagery you're using in your postcards. I want you to try to use QR codes, whatever it may be, to engage the people that you're sending this stuff to. Also, if you're sending or posting market statistics, make sure you are explaining them. If you can't imagine, I have a lot of realtor friends. I maxed out on Facebook, and most of them are friends I've made in the profession for the last 10 years of doing this. And so I see a ton of real estate posts in social. And one of my biggest pet peeves is this. You get this graph from the board of realtors, and it's got all this stuff, and you just post it. Do you think your neighbor 2 doors down knows what those graphs mean? I don't even know most of the time what those graphs mean. Interpret the data. Find out what it means. There's more listing. You post this and you say, on the back of the postcard, you say the 1,657 new listings and the 3,645 listings is actually 9% above last month, which means more homes are coming in the market. So if you're a buyer, this is a good time. It means there's more inventory. If you're a seller, it means we probably should act now if you're thinking of selling before there's 6,645 active listings. Call me if you have any questions about these numbers. Articulate the post or the postcard. If you're putting numbers anywhere, explain what they mean. All right. Proof of production. You guys have seen these. What is proof of production? I call it proof of market. So if you haven't sold 3 homes or got with 3 or had 3 buyers in the last couple of months, that's fine. Your brokerage has. Find some good stories. Here you could say under contract after price reduction, received one offer in 2 weeks, closed at asking price, sold at asking price in 3 weeks. Tell them, explain what the market is doing. The education is great, and it's a way for you to stay in front of them and look like an expert and be that realtor that they'd be crazy not to refer to. All right. Text message. Okay. Text message. It's pretty easy right now to text people you haven't talked to in a while. Hey, the events of the past few years have me thinking of you, checking in to see how things are going. Hope all is well. Right. The response dictates what you do next. Maybe you set up a phone call to catch up. Maybe you set a coffee or lunch date. Maybe they don't respond to you or, send you a middle finger. Then you take them out of your CRM. I mean, there's a lot of responses you can get, and don't let your feelings be hurt if they're not happy with you. It's just a way of staying in front of the people you know. Pick up the phone. Start calling your past clients and say the same thing. The events of the past year have me thinking of you. I'm checking in to see how things are going. Have a meaningful conversation. And this last bullet point, super important. Listen and follow up. If you get to have a conversation with somebody, listen. Go to your CRM and put in there that they told you that they're getting a new puppy in 4 weeks. And then in 4 weeks and 2 days, you call or email or text and say, what'd you name the puppy? Or send them a dog toy, whatever. That's marketing. That's real estate. That's being a real estate agent. Okay. Social posts. I don't care what your guys are posting. I just want to make sure you're posting something. I want you to be in front of your sphere. You can find a lot of these on Breakthrough Broker. You can find a lot on whatever else you guys have at the brokerage. But they're quick, they're easy. You just want to stay in front of your sphere on social. So remember, we're saying repetitive engagement. Let's take a look at this. We started doing a CMA a day. Okay. We're seeing people at fall parties and Halloween parties, and sports are starting back up again, right? So how's the market? And you had a badass response. Remarkable. They thought, wow, Eric knows his stuff. They're seeing some social posts. They pulled something out of the mail that explained the market stats really good. You texted them, you talked to them, you saw them at an event that you held, like a happy hour for all your past clients. That's repetitive engagement. Okay, guys, that's the compound effect or the result of staying in front of them a lot. Okay, guys. For any of my friends, for any of you guys that just need to stay in front of your sphere of influence, posting good content is super easy. All right. Finding content is easy too. I'm going to show you where to find it online. It's common sense, super easy. But posting it is different. I don't want you to just post a link to a good article. I want you to, this is where the good article makes you an expert, makes you remarkable. The context of what you post, the context of the content, what you say about what you're posting. So I found this article on Forbes. It's pretty good. And I said, for any of my friends who own investment properties or any who are thinking of investing, it's a great article from Forbes on tenant-landlord relationships. A good relationship with your tenants will ensure the safety of your investment. They outline 15 strategies. I should have closed it by saying, call me if you're interested in discussing. Whatever. I like to close with an action statement, but just make sure you put some context to your posts. Now, I have a little hack for you guys. I want you to Google real estate news. Okay. I want you to Google real estate news. When you Google real estate news, you're going to find all kinds of great resources. You're going to find Keeping Current Matters, housingwire.com, Forbes Real Estate, Realtor Mag /news, RIS Media, Inman News, I don't care, MSN Real Estate. It doesn't matter. You'll find dozens. Then I want you to go to feedly.com, and create a free account. And then you start feeding all of your favorite news resources into one place. Instead of surfing the internet every morning, you just pop open your Feedly app. They have a mobile app. It's awesome. And I can see all of the news in real estate in one place in one day. I can scroll through, I can click on it, I can grab the link directly from their website, I can read it, and then I can articulate it on my social, and boom, I could do this once a day. I could do this on Sunday nights from the previous week and schedule 4 posts, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it may be. Okay, guys, I just want to make sure that you guys are staying in front of people. It's easy, and it's marketing. I want to talk about, again, some strategic marketing. You can work with your partners over at Rock to find strategic lists, I'm sure. And we can find lists of likely to sell or low inventory neighborhoods where there's nothing for sale. We have pre-written marketing letters on breakthroughbroker.com, low inventory prospecting. So we know there's still neighborhoods where there's buyers wanting to buy, but nothing for sale. I have a buyer for your home. We have a divorcing families letter. We have out-of-state seller letters. All that stuff is there. Which, the slide before this slide, the low inventory letter, or this slide? Which one? If you go to breakthroughbroker.com, you'll find our special letters. In there, they're all pre-written. You can edit them. What's nice about a pre-written letter is that they are it's like your crutch. You don't have to use everything we say. It'll just give you good talking points and ideas, and you can massage it, make it sound like yourself. But pre-written marketing letters are great. You can give a little more information than you might in a postcard. All right. So events, oh my gosh, Nathan and I threw an event every quarter for friends, family, and past clients. Sometimes it was big, sometimes it was a small happy hour, but in person obviously is back. And so we did a lot. Nathan was my business partner, and we did a ton of events. Okay, a ton of events. Social engagement, what the heck is that? Oh my gosh, it's these things you've seen online. Home is where the story begins. You might think they're kind of cheesy. I just think they're a way, if you don't have any time to think about something to post, or if you can't comment on an article because you are pretty busy or you have a lot going on, don't let a week go by without posting something. Find something like this. We have them on Breakthrough Broker. There's other websites where you can find these, but just throw them up. Just throw them up. Whether you like it or not, or you think it's cheesy or corny, if you're doing one every other week of these or one a month, at least you're ingraining in your sphere of influence that you're still here. I'm still here. I'm the best real estate agent in the world. I'm still here, and don't forget it. Okay, guys. Some additional ideas. On Breakthrough Broker, we have some infographics. I love the infographics. Why? You can do so many things with the infographics. This is a seller's roadmap. I could do 7 things with this today. I would download it as a PDF and put it in my listing presentation. I would download it as a PNG or image file and post it to Facebook today, Instagram tomorrow, and LinkedIn next week. I would download it as a PDF and upload it into my LinkedIn profile as a PDF as part of my profile. I would then take all the wording and write a long form blog for Facebook, the Seller's Roadmap long blog, or on my website, or on both, and then also on LinkedIn. You just did 8 things with one of these, and we have like 20. Okay. Erin says she's posted this on her infographic. This infographic on her social was super popular. Erin, we have a bunch of these. Thank you for piping up on that. And we have more coming. We just hired another writer. We're hiring 2 or 3 more designers. You're going to start to see crazy content on Breakthrough Broker, more and more on the site. Okay, guys. 6 tips before selling your home. Same exact thing. Secrets for a stress-free home purchase. I'd actually hand this out at open houses. Same other thing. Blog post, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. all these things, okay? Buyer presentation, all that stuff. Now, here's one of my biggest takeaways of the day. If you're doing open houses, you need to have a buyer lead conversion strategy. And here's what I'm telling you. Try this low tech buyer lead conversion strategy. It's really cool. It's called the open house comparison chart. I want you to print out 30 of these and hand them out instead of your business card and say, I hope this helps you with your search. And when those open housers leave, it's home 1, 2, 3, 4. Address, first impression, thumb up, thumb down, neighborhood, thumb up, thumb down, living room, kitchen, bathroom, primary bedroom. And when the open houser gets home at night and they're reviewing all this stuff, whose information do they have? I want you to try this consistently at every open house. In the future, we have single property websites, so you could stick a QR code here and have them snap a QR code and then have the digital flyer for your website, single property site for your listing and all your information and something helpful for them. I would post this on a Friday morning or Thursday night on your social and say, for any friends or family, open housing this weekend. Message me if you want one of these to keep yourself organized. You might find some surprises. People be like, oh, I need one without thinking. And then they're like, oops, I'm looking at homes without Eric. So those things are here, okay, guys? And they're really ready for you. So remember, the cumulative effect of consistent, persistent marketing efforts via multimedia, direct mail, social media, in person, great conversations, texting, phone calls, all of that stuff will determine your financial outcome for the rest of this year and all of next year. So it was really fast. I'm in a hotel room in Louisville. I apologize for the brightness. But I hope you guys took one thing away. You said you should try something and you do execute on that. Justin, I'd love for you to make sure you hold everyone on this call accountable. And thanks for having me.
Eric, we can't thank you enough. Amazing, amazing stuff today. And I honestly want to challenge everyone on the call, whether you're an agent or you're a broker, to your agents, to have a CMA a day challenge. Really take the next 7 days and commit yourself to doing a CMA a day. And when you accomplish that, just 7 days, commit to 7 days. When you accomplish that, you're going to feel amazing, right? You're going to see a result. Then commit the next 7 days, and then the next 7 days, and so on. So stuff there. Also, if you are not using a Breakthrough Broker yet, please reach out to your Rock Title sales executive. They will help you get signed up and be able to use all the content. Again, it's free, guys. Like, insane that you can just go in there and have all the content already produced. I know when I meet with agents all the time, what do I post? What content do I do? I don't even know where to start. And Dave taking care of all that for you. So my biggest takeaway is for you guys to do that CMA a day. It's obviously great prospecting and an ROI from that you can track. So again, Eric, we can thank you enough.
Awesome, guys. I really appreciate the time, and I can't wait to see everybody in person one of these days.
We appreciate it. Everyone have a wonderful week. Take care.
Talk soon.
Thank you.